Yo, what's up YouTube? How's it going? D-Dragoons here. I'm going over a few things today. I wanted to talk about Shen He and a few other, Shen He. Who knows how you say her name? And a few other things. But right now, before we get into that, let's do a little test. I've got a pretty high investment comp here of some sweet waifus that I love. Really considering taking Ayaka to C4 or C2 when she comes back. I'm not sure. We're going to talk about that a little later in the video because I want to talk about when you should wish and if you should wish on Shen He. But before I kind of get into my philosophy of that, I just wanted to mess with a few things. So one thing I want to test really fast. I've got her wearing the Jade Spear and her crit rate is at like 92. Now if you don't know, when she uses her E, Ravaging Confession, her crit rate goes up 12% for 5 seconds. So you want to use her E followed by Rites of Termination to give 15% of her crit rate for 10 seconds. Oh, you know what? It answers the question right there. It can't exceed 15%. Okay, so that was actually my question. I was going to see, like, should you stack more crit rate? So right now, she's a little overstacked on crit rate. What's her crit damage at? Her crit damage is at 112. I'm just trying to maximize her. So it seems like she should probably be wearing a crit damage helmet. I don't have a single Glad crit damage helmet. So bad. All these crit rate helmets. Some decent ones. Like this one needs to be recycled. Not good anymore. Because I have a few that are better. This one is also terrible. It's a really bad gladiator piece. This is probably one of the better ones I've got, though. Let's see. What could we do for her here? Well, I think it's fine. Even if she's over a little bit. She's going to have really high attack for a 4-star character. So I just wanted to mess with kind of maximizing Ayaka's damage. And looking at like how much crit I can get on her. She's got a ton of crit damage, 260. I know it's not like the highest, but super low crit rate. And the attack is just barely acceptable at 2,000. I feel like really trapped with my Ayaka's artifacts because this crit damage helmet here is going to be hard to get an attack percent number this high with some crit rate. Maybe some ER, but I would hope. I've been farming artifact after artifact dungeon of Cryo, and I'm not getting them. This one, not bad. Not great. It's just a little high on energy recharge, but tough to replace. This one is going to be pretty hard to replace. You got 15% crit rate. That's really high. So that's like where she's getting all her crit rate from. I really need to get a crit rate, crit damage, attack percent sans. Just they're not coming. Her Cryo Goblet, pretty good. Like ER is good on Cryo characters, and it's a high Cryo damage, crit damage. I've got this one that I just got. Actually, can we? I don't think I have enough artifact. Yeah, I can't get it to +4 right now. You know what? I could totally YOLO on it, but I'm not going to. But this might be the piece. If this gets crit damage, whew, oh boy. And I've also got this piece I'm pretty excited about. Anyway, let's just fight the Geo Bishop, and we'll talk about if you should wish. So I've been kind of going off on a tangent because I've just been thinking about this team a lot, and also like you know where Shen He would fit in. So Rosaria is going to give a lot of crit rate to my Ayaka, and Mona is C6. So if you didn't know, Mona's C4 is where you want to stop if you can. I didn't want any more constellations, obviously. I really wanted Jean, but it kept giving me Mona. But this gives 15% crit rate too. So off of this and off of Rosaria, you can hit 30% crit rate. Plus, because there's 2 Cryo with our Elemental Resonance, we can get 15% crit rate from the Cryo Elemental Resonance as well. So we got the Cryo Shattering Ice. Increases crit rates against Frozen or affected by Cryo for 15%. So that's 45% crit rate before Ayaka's Glacial set, which gives 20% when they're affected by Cryo and 20% more in Frozen. So if you can afflict cryo on them, you can get about 65 crit rate, which takes her base crit rate of 26.8. I mean, God, this is pushing it to like the 90s. Now, ideally on my Ayaka, I want to keep her attack at least where it is, if not higher, and hit 30 here, just for a little more consistency, because Sumetsu hits so much, and some of these crit rate bonuses might fall off. You know, maybe she's going to lose the Omen one. If the Omen buff goes away, it only lasts 5 seconds. The extension takes it to like 8. If you don't know the Omen extend tech, there's videos about that. But basically, if you can freeze an enemy when Omen's on them, Omen duration will extend. And also, like, if you look at the amount of time she gives you crit rate, it's 10 seconds. That's pretty much not going away. And the cryo's not going away. So you're going to get a consistent 30% crit rate, right? From her, from the cryo res. And then most likely another 20 from rocking that glacial set. So that's about a reliable 50% if you can apply cryo. We know there's some enemies like that have a shield or have some other, you know, element tied to them where it's hard to afflict cryo. But the way I would want to play this team is to dash at this opponent with the Ayaka's dash to afflict cryo. I think that's the first thing I would want to do. And then I would want to swirl with Kazuha Z. Let's just go do it. I'm going to trust my instincts. We'll see how I do. So he's got cryo on him. Okay, we're going to swirl. I'm going to Kazuha E with her to get the 12%. Let's Mona ult. Okay, this should be devastating. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good damage. This guy is messing me up, man. Oh, man, he's gonna... That's not gonna be good. But yeah, I mean, if I had C2 or C4 Ayaka, I feel like I could one-shot him right there, you know? So let's see right now. Is this affecting her crit rate? It is. 41.8. 41.8. And then when he's cryo, you go 61.8. Plus like 15 more. 75%-ish. What's Mona's ER? A little bit low. Well, part of the problem with my Mona is that these artifacts are so good that I can't really effectively swap to my Emblem of Severed Fate set, which I really want to rock on her. I think it's going to be a lot better, especially because of her passive that's giving her hydro damage based on her ER. Let's see, did she have a... Does she have a cryo damage bonus right now? Yeah, she does. Kazuha bringing her cryo damage to 99%. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, this is so excessive. And this is kind of what I wanted to show this and what I wanted to... You know, sorry I went on for a while. But when it comes to wishing in this game, there's really not a lot of reason to really wish past C0. That's a C0 Ayaka. I get it, and it's C0 Kazuha. I get it, the Mona's high res, high constellation. But you could easily put like a C0 Kamisata, or what's her name? Kokomi? C0 Kokomi in place of Mona. And absolutely be wrecking with the new healer set. You don't need C6 Mona. You're still going to have most of the crit rate. You don't really need anything more besides like C2 of her. C1 is really good, right? I mean, actually, you don't even really need C1. You're not using it. I don't use this. But C2 is really nice on her because you get 4 seconds more of that ult, which just extends your crit rate, right? Yeah, you don't need anything more besides... Some of these are quality of life, C4, and if you want to use her with Eula, C6. But with these 5 stars, I feel like it's much better to go for C0... and their signature weapon. I feel like that gets you so much aesthetic in the game. Like, she just looks so awesome, right? Like, that's what I like. Or like my Raiden Shogun. Yeah, are there people with C3 Raiden Shogun that absolutely obliterate the damage my Shogun does? Yeah. But that costs so much more primogems. And it's kind of like, you know, hope you get lucky when you're rolling. Maybe you'll get a double. Maybe you'll, like, when I got my child, I got 2 childs on the same pull, right? So that can happen, and that's so awesome, right? But like, even Ganyu, people are like, oh, you've got to get Ganyu's constellation. Let's look at Ganyu's constellation. Do you really need this? So when you use her level 2 Frostflake arrow or arrow bloom, so the first shot hits and it decreases their cryo resistance by 15% for 6 seconds and regenerates 2 energy. And it happens regardless of if the arrow or bloom even hits the target. Okay, so this is a whole character. Ganyu C0 is worth so much more than this. Like, if you had to be like, okay, you get C0 Ganyu, and you get a whole nother character like a C0 Shen He, it's just so much stronger. One of the only constellations that I think is worth it is on Hu Tao. Now, I have some regrets on Hu Tao. I would never recommend C3. I hate that I have C3 Hu Tao, to be honest. I really wish I had got those on anyone else. It's not that big a regret because Hu Tao is so good. It's just you don't need anything more than C1 on her. You don't. My Hu Tao does a little bit more damage. She's a little bit more viable. I just got kind of like swept up trying to get Toma's, and then I like rolled for, I got her C2, and I was like, her C2 is so bad, I should go to C3. That was my mindset, and then I ended up spending like 100,000 primogems or more, and it was just like, felt really bad. So that's a regret. So that kind of is another thing too, like, don't wish for 4 stars, don't. You have to play the long game, and I'm going to just say this again, get the C0 character, and get their weapon. And we're going to go through it really fast here. My Ayaka's cracked at C0. No matter what, you're going to start getting cons of one of these main characters, right? So don't worry about them. We're just talking about banner characters. Kazuha, he's got some really good constellations, but he's so good at C0. And that's my point. So many of these C0 characters, other than Hu Tao, are insanely high value for your summons. Zhongli. Having C0 Zhongli gives you like 95%, if not 99% of what Zhongli's capable of. And that is more than enough to crush the hardest content in the game. So don't get like stuck on constellations are a bonus, right? It's like a bonus. Even Xiao, right? Like some people like C1 Xiao seems like, oh dude, you get an extra E charge, that's awesome. It's terrible. C0 Xiao, so much more value. You know why it's terrible? Because all it does is you can do it one more time there, but then look at the cooldown. The cooldown is not, they're not shared. It cools down for 1 tick at a time before it starts resetting. So you only get to use that E because I could just use it now. A C1 Xiao gets 1 more use per the entire Abyss run. That's a full nother character of summons. It's not worth. It's not worth it all. And let's keep going. Venti. You don't need any constellations. Venti is like notoriously bad for having pretty useless constellations. I mean, this one is okay for like Xiao, I guess. You know, it's kind of nice to shred a little animo resistance. It's not easy to shred. Gosh, really bad. Even Shogun with such good constellations, you don't need him. You really don't. Let's keep going. I have a C4 Kaching. I'm so excited to get her skin, bro. I can't even wait. But let's see. Ganyu, don't need the constellations. Jean, I really wish I had just pulled up to here. Like, this one is so good. And Jean's constellations are some of the best. You get 40% animo shred for your Xiao. Dude, that just is so cracked. And this one, you become basically unkillable in her Dandelion Breeze ult. Awesome. Just freaking awesome. But Eula, very strong, C1. All her constellations are incredibly strong. But you don't need them at all. You just don't need them. This is such a useless constellation, this C1 child. What a regret. I'll tell you what, everyone knows now, you're using Xiangling's Tornado, and you come out and you're using his E, you just swap off him. I mean, maybe it's okay, maybe it slightly makes the rotation a little smoother. Maybe it's not completely worthless, but I feel like, This in the Hu Tao, C2 and C3, I just regret. Just mad regret. Yoimiya, I'm happy I have her. I'm unhappy that I went for C3 Hu Tao and I skipped Kokomi. Because C0 Kokomi is so much stronger than C2 or C3 Hu Tao. Let's keep going. Thank God I've gotten no constellations here. I've got C2 Diluc. I don't even play Diluc. I don't know. His are actually okay, I guess, but I just don't care. Anyone else? That's all my 5 stars, huh? Yeah, okay, but now let's talk about Shen He. Shen He, I'm a little bit torn on. And if you stayed this long, then you'll be able to, kind of see what I'm talking about with if you should roll on her. Her C1, I don't exactly know how it works. Because the stacks are independent, if Shen He's C1 lets you double stack her quills, let's say you could press E on Shen He, get 5 Icy Quill stacks on your Ayaka and on Shen He, because they're independent, and then hold her E right after, and get 7 stacks in addition on each of them. So now they're sitting on 12. Her C1 could be almost like a Hu Tao, except she's a support. Still don't need it. But you have to remember, your elemental skill, your elemental burst, your normal charge and plunge attack are all buffed 15% from the press and hold. So, back to this team. If you have Shen He on your team, actually, we'll use Xiao as Shen He really fast. So even though Rosaria makes sense, Xiao has the 2 charges. So you can visualize this a little bit better. So if we go over here for a second, how I would imagine you play Shen He, right? We kind of saw how I was doing it with Rosaria, but you would be wanting to maximize your Ayaka. There's a few ways you could play Shen He. One would be to play Shen He, Ayaka, and you can go with Kokomi as your Hydra Applicator instead of Mona to get yourself a healer too, which is really good. And then you can play an Animo character. Kazuha, basically the best one for this. It's just the best one with Cryo because he gives elemental damage, and Cryo reactions don't need elemental mastery that much. In Vape or Melt comps, you could go with Sucrose, right? But if we've got Shen He at C1, with how strong Ayaka's burst and skill damage is, you're going to be having... Let's say she's C1. If you get those 12 quill stacks, you're going to right-click, get your cryo damage bonus, E for a huge amount of damage. That's one of your Icy Quill stacks. You're down to 11. And then 11 of your stacks hitting on your ult are going to be absolutely devastating. Right? And they're also just buffed damage. That's C1. Even at C0, you can just press with her, switch here, E. One stack is huge damage, but all of them are still increased, right? She's your cryo res, then you ult. 4 more super ones, but the rest of that ult is still at 15% increased damage. It's not bad. I would say get C0 of the banner characters, especially ones you like. Stop there. Unless these constellations are insane. The only one in the game. There's only one that I can... Well... Hu Tao's C1 just changes her playstyle dramatically. If Hu Tao's C1 versus Xiao's C1, hers is so much better. Xiao gets you that 1 E at the start of your combo, but because the cooldown on Xiao's E is not shared, it's useless. If Xiao's cooldown was shared, so every 10 seconds all his charges are refreshed, oh boy, his C1 would be awesome. But that's not how it works. So Raiden's the only other person. Her C2 is so devastating that it does feel like, wow, this is such a high damage number. But again, for me, you just don't need those damage numbers. So why? The reason I consider C2 Ayaka is because it adds 2 visual effects with the side tornadoes, right? Or whatever you call those, frost flakes. And it just kind of adds an aesthetic to the game. And I love Ayaka, dude. Like, she's triple crowned on my account. She's my waifu, right? Like, I got her weapon. I farm her artifact set more than anyone. And because I love Ayaka and I have Ganyu, Shen He is just coming on the account. 100%. C0. So, yes, she's going to be good. She's going to be awesome at C0. Wait and see when she comes out. C1 could be pretty good. Beyond that, you know, it's just like crazy. You know, you don't need C6. You don't need C6 of anybody. Like, it's ridiculous. And just roll for the characters you like. I could get Ito. Right now, I'm so close to Pity, but I just don't like Ito. I tried his playstyle, and I just don't like it. I don't like what he does. And I'm, like, really close to Pity. Like, what am I at? 12, 18, 24. I got so many Barbaras. 30. Trying to get one Goro. 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Oh, wait, 55. So I was like 55 in. And I'm like, this is too close. I don't want to get Ito. I'm just going to wait for Shen He, right? And that's my plan. Oh, you know what? We talked enough here to where I think I actually got some of my resin back. And I'm trying to upgrade the Alley Flash so I can use Bennett with Kamisato Ayato. Because I only have Ayaka, because I only have one high DPS sword right now. Oh, nice. Let's go. We're going to get our transient resin. The only content I have for the game, dude. Like, the week reset, and I'm like, I've already done everything. I got a prototype bow today and some of those really good artifacts I showed from recycling. I should talk about that, too. I think what I'll start doing with the videos, guys, is I'll just kind of stream my gameplay and thought process and try and do it in 10-minute bursts every day, like when I actually play and what I do. It's kind of boring, but at least you get the mindset of like a high-level day one player. Let's see. We're gonna go here. Let's get this good luck, bro. Let's get the good luck. Okay. How much resin do we have naturally? Am I close to 20? Probably not. Ah, look at this. It takes too long to reset. Need more resin. Really hurts this game. But yeah, I'm trying to build this weapon up. And then what I want to do is I want to get Jean to 80 of 90. Because I love Jean and she's a waifu. And the only thing that sucks is like Kazuha is so much better. Like, he is so good. Like, if you don't have Kazuha C0, get him. Dude, everyone was talking smack about Kazuha. I was like, nah, bruh. There's no Animo character that's bad at C0. All my Animo 5 stars C0, and they are cracked, bro. They're all 90, and I use them all. I could clear the full abyss with Xiao. Everyone's like, Xiao's getting power crap. Xiao's not good. I crush the abyss with Xiao. Is it easy? Not necessarily. It's a little bit tough, and I have to use Zhongli, but I still crush it, dude. You know, the Xiao teams, I stack my artifacts on him. Let's do it really fast. Let's get Xiao. Let's show what Xiao could do. Dude, Xiao is so good, bro. I gotta take a lot of art. Like, he's not built right now. Let's see. Is this the one? That's pretty good. So, we're gonna put my god pieces on him. Okay. This 14 crit rate. This is a 14 crit rate. This is 7 crit rate, 18 crit damage. What are we at right now? I don't think we need this one. We need, where is it? There's my This one. 17 crit rate flower. Oh! Right, look at this. Look at these stats real quick. Wait. Still not. Right, I don't feel like that's right. Okay, because he's wearing a crit damage helmet. Okay, where is it at? That one's got 3 crit rate. This has a lot of energy recharges all. But this one. So he gets... With this set, the ratio is crazy. 100 crit rate. Like 100 crit rate. It's maybe a bit excessive. So I think when you roll this, you actually want to put on... That's not bad, but I think this one. Yeah, because this has so much crit damage and attack percent. So this is like not 100 crit rate at all. It's that 90. But wow. Okay, so let's put the Xiao team on. So if I'm building Xiao, I kind of think of it as I'm going to use Kazuha for my battery, Zhongli, and Bennett. This is the easiest team. Noblesse here. I mean, I'm using Viridescent on Kazuha, but actually you just keep Viridescent on him. I maximize for Zhongli's ult damage, so whatever, that's what I do. Let's just bring Xiao into here for fun. I don't even know what's in this. No Cryo or Electro in the current party. Hopefully it's not just a bunch of Animo slimes. My Bennett's cracked enough to... Oh, you know what? I could have put the... Hold on, let's go back. I'm going to put the Mist Splitter Reforged onto Bennett. It's so good on Bennett. My Bennett will hit for like 70,000 bursts with the Mist Splitter Reforged. It's crazy. Like, okay, I'll even put this on him. So what does his ratio go to? 5133. What the fuck? And he's still got 194 ER. So, like, you could totally put an attack percent or HP percent Sands, and he's fine. But it's probably good to have that much ER just to solidify, because you really are just trying to get his burst up. But that's what I mean, man. It's the 4 stars that you really need the constellations on. C1 Bennett, C5 Bennett. Whew, whew, whew. So this is a level 12 Bennett ulti. And if you ask me, there's really no point to crown anyone that's not a main DPS. And if it's your main DPS that you love, why not triple crown him? I could see dual crowning a few people. Or a few, like I single crowned Mona's ult because it's just so devastating. Anyway, let's see what's in this place anyway. Is this the one where my cooldowns are... Oh, I hate this place, bro. I really do. He's giving me such long cooldowns, bro. What am I hitting for? Like 70k, 60k? See, I love Xiao. My name's D-Dragoon, right? Well, if any of you play Final Fantasy, you'll know that Dragoon Kane is like... He plunges like that. He's like the original OG plunger. And that's kind of where I got the inspiration from. Man, I can't cast any abilities. Dungeon's so dumb. Okay. That's pretty cracked, dude. That Xiao damage is cracked. Oh, I didn't use my... I gotta use my transient resin here. Let's hope for some good luck. Come on. I need to upgrade this alley flash, so... Please give me some good rolls here, man. This whole game is gambling. Keep me out of Vegas, because my addiction to Genshin Impact, bro, I would go broke. Ah! I guess it's like +1 on each, so it's not the worst roll. No purples, no golds, though. I got 2 more shots at this. Oops. Nice. That was smooth. Okay, now, from what I remember... Oh, I don't understand it. Like, sometimes in this domain, the cooldown doesn't go to the full one. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay, let's see if I can hit these guys with the Zhongli Meteor. Just kill these guys fast. We'll just fight him near this thing, I guess. Alright, let's put this in. Hit this guy with the meteor. We're gonna do the Kazuha ulti that's just so awesome. Gives you so much elemental damage. Alright, here we go. Plunging Shao, man. No buffs on the Shao right here. What does he hit for? No buffs? 36k. Okay, that's without the Zhongli buff or the Bennett buff. Okay, come on. Gold or purple. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the alley flash leveled up so I can have Bennett. There we go. One purple. Okay. 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 Alright. I'll take it. Man, you know, you think at this AR, what AR am I? Can you see from here? AR-58. AR-58, and it's still giving you, like, just the black and the brown ones. Like, come on, bro. I wonder if AR-60, like, changes any of the drop rates to not be so shit. I don't think it does, but never know. Oh my god! Bennett is so... He does so much damage, man. Look at that, 28,000. Let's see. What do we hit for? 36,000? Can we hit more than that? Oh man, he dodged it. Oh, come on. That bubble is so frustrating. That used to trigger me so hard. He all dashed right into it. Oh man, okay, cool. This is the last one I can really do right this second. I'll get another one pretty soon. Come on, gold. Give me one gold. Alright, alright. I'll take it. Because, I mean, what a choice to have. But, yeah, not bad. But, like, you know, if you want your characters to be good, you don't need constellations. What's, like, consistent about my teams? Look at the high talent levels. I get high talent levels, man. I put high investment in these guys. This is a waste. You don't need that. And you don't need this either. These are when I was noob. Oh my god, I could actually level this up again. I'm not going to because I need to level Eula up. But do you see this? Like the characters I've been using, their talent levels are insanely high. Wow, I have her at level 8, bro. All the characters I use, their talent levels are so high. So the reason I'm leveling up her normal attack is because I have C6, so I'm like, if you look at C2, when you normal attack, you have a 20% chance to auto charge attack. And when you hold your stamina, when you run around with her illusory torrent and you create those little mirrors, the mini mirrors, you can pop out and do 180% max bonus on the next charge attack. You don't actually use your stamina because you're using so much running around. You just normal attack and hope for the lunar chain proc. And you'll see a huge proc of hydro damage. I don't know if it's that good, but at some point, if you're going to use Mona, you might as well have this at level 9. This E is so mediocre that I'm like, I don't know, man. I could level it up, but maybe one day. Again, though, 10, double crown, level 8. Yeah, they're not perfect, but they're high. They're very high, the characters I use. 12, 12. 9, 10, 12. 9, 6, 8. You know, I mean, these character talents are so high. 12, 11. 9, 8, 9. 11, 11. 12, 12. So find the characters you use. Even the characters I don't use are pretty high. 11, 12. You know, these are those are all my main characters that I kind of use in rotation. So get their talents up. We didn't even look at levels, but like, look how many of my characters are 80 or 90 level. Like, let's just go here. Dude. They're all leveled up. It makes a difference. Now, these characters I don't use as much, but even her, 81 of 90, 85 of 90, 80 and 90, 80 and 90. I need to ascend her. These are the things that matter. And then, farming artifacts. Like, you get enough artifacts to carry your character. Artifacts are so much better than constellations a lot of the time. Like, think about how many artifacts you gotta get on Mona. Excuse me, how many constellations you have to get on Mona. So you get 5 Monas. And you get 15% crit rate for 5 seconds during her ult, okay? And you could just farm artifacts and get 15% more crit rate all the time. So, almost all the time, these constellations are not worth it. I should take my own advice and actually do something about that. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, my friends. Just play the game how you like it. But yeah, get Shen He C0 if you like her. This video is just me ranting. Making a bit of a longer one today. But yeah, you can hang out if you want. I'm just kind of getting the habit of making some videos every day. And stream and see if we can't get anybody to hang out. We got nobody here right now, but somebody's going to come one day. Alright, so Bennett, let's get the alley flash on this guy. This is like his signature 4-star weapon. Looks good on him too. It's a recolor of this weapon, literally. That's it. Still looks good. Alright, so Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, those are my 2 purples I just got. So, I think I'm going to need a bunch of these purples right here. At this point, I'm going to go for the 10% with Ayaka. Didn't get it. Let's do it again. Try and get in that bonus purple. Didn't get it. So we can only ascend it one more time here. So then we're gonna need 6 purples, right? Jeez. It's rough, bro. And all my Mora, bro. I'm broke. Play every day. I'm still broke. So I'm going to need 5 more purples and then 4 golds, I believe. But his base attack on this weapon is going to be like 600, I think. So that's pretty good for a 4-star weapon, to be honest. I feel like this is pretty meh. Well, actually, it's all damage, so it increases his ult, too. That's okay, I guess. Okay. Itinerant hero. Alright guys, well it's been cool. I'm not trying to post videos this long. But I kind of just started talking. So if you hung out, what up, cool. We'll try and keep them shorter in the future. I just kind of want to talk. Have a good one, man. Let me know in the comments something. Please say something, folks. What's up? Have a nice day. Peace.